JavaScript intermediate challenge search and replace. Now we have a function called myReplace, takes in a string before and after, and the string is the string. Before is that word in the string that we need to look for, and after is the word that would replace before, right? Before and after. And before we looked at a challenge that did, what was it, search and destroy, right? So we search element out. If it's found, destroy. This one we need to just replace it. So we have a neat method called replace, and what that would do is we call it on a string and we pass in what we are looking to replace and what we need to replace it with. So we do dot replace, pass in the before and the after, and boom. So we had here, let us go to the store. Now we have here, let us go to the mall. Before and after, right? Done. No, not done. It's never that simple, right? Never, ever in life. So, all right, if we try it on this one, because here we have he is sleeping on the couch, and sleeping is capitalized. Now here the challenge requires us to make, if the before is capitalized, then the after must be capitalized too. But we are not given the after capitalized. It comes however it comes. So we need to run this check. Alright, so if we do this here, we get he is sitting on the couch, which is okay, but we need sitting to be capitalized, right? So up here, we need to do a check, and we need to check to see if before is capitalized, right? So we can do like this, before, check the first index of the string, which is what? Which is s, right? And we do dot to uppercase. Just run this check, alright? And so we can do this, right? But this would not work because it is anything that comes back here, any string that comes back here would be capitalized and it would be truthy, and this wouldn't work for our purposes, right? So what we need to do is a comparison, and we can compare the string as the before as it is, right, to the before. We can compare the first letter in this word to the first letter in this word being capitalized, and if that is true, then we need to capitalize after as well before we replace it, right? So we would rewrite after, right, like overwrite after, to be what? To be capitalized, made up of two parts. The first part we want it to be made up of is the first um the first letter, right? And we make that uppercase, followed by the rest of the word, right? Followed by the rest of the word just as it is, right? So to get the rest of the word just as it is, we would do slice, right? Because slice one would give us from the second letter all the way to the end, right? And now we have assigned, or we have made after these two pieces combined. Now we can run the replace method, seeing that after has been changed, right? And yeah, so if you run this now, we have he is sitting on the couch. So sleeping has been replaced, and not only that, but it has been replaced with sitting, and sitting has been made capitalized, just like sleeping. And with that, we're done.